In 5, 4, 3. Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast. I am your host, Andy Ruther, coming to you live from the Smut Studio in Venice Beach, California, with my co-host, Joey No Chill Prano.
Good morning, Andrew.
I'm turned.
What do you turn for?
I'm ready to fight some pirates.
Is that our lead story today? Your Reds just losing their minds?
Bro.
So literally just one guy on the Reds, but then also everybody's like, yeah, fuck it, let's go.
Here's my deal. I'm purposely wearing my Nasty Boy shirt, my Reds hat, my Death Row socks.
Yep.
It's war, baby.
The Pirates-Reds beef is one of the all-time great,
no one cares.
No one gives a shit beef. You know what it is? It's like watching a UFC fight or like a boxing match, and you remember back in the old days when you would get boxing on pay-per-view, you're like getting a Tyson fight, and you buy the pay-per-view. You know the fight's not coming on until like 11 p.m. or midnight.
Yeah.
But at 9 p.m., you're putting out chips and dip and fucking beers for the people who are coming over, and in the background the undercard's on and two guys are pulverizing each other to death.
Yeah.
And you're too busy fucking putting out sour cream dip, and meanwhile the announcer's like, this is a war. And
yeah.
I don't know who either of these people are, but they're murdering each other while I put out fucking veggie dip.
Sure. Well, it's not just the Reds, though. A lot of teams are having beef with the Pirates this year.
Yeah.
I know the Cubs have. Joe Madden has said some things. Just basically it boils down to, dude, you can retaliate. If you got problems with Dietrich pimping a home run, you can hit him. Don't throw at his fucking head with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Right.
This is where the main issue is kind of coming from not only the Reds but some other managers is, dude, you can bean our players. Don't go headhunting.
Yeah.
It's too dangerous.
I mean, it's that's the thing. It's like aim for the ass.
Yeah.
And then if you hit somebody, if you go high, you get their back. It seems like guys are trying to drill. It seems like the Pirates dudes are trying to drill dudes in the middle of their fucking back, and then they're missing high. I don't think anybody's throwing at heads.
I hope not.
I don't think so. But it was awesome. It was an awesome fight.
My brother was there live.
That's great.
With his wife.
Which one of your brothers?
Greg. Although he was probably in his work. He's probably in a suite. I know he was in a suite. It's just not the same feeling.
Right.
In a suite versus on the field. I've never seen anything like it. I didn't know what was happening. You know, I host that show on Tuesdays at the Santa Monica Hostel, and I got a text from Cutter. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, dude, check this out.
Yeah.
Amir Garrett decided to take on the entire Pittsburgh team.
And when you watch him talking to them before he charges, it seems like he tells them he's coming.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to fight all of you guys. And they're like, probably not going to run over here by himself, right? And he's like, no, I'm going to fight all of you guys. And then why he waited to get rid of the baseball, I have no idea. It's like, dude, this is not an official thing. You don't have to give the baseball to your manager.
Yeah. Well,
just drop the ball and go.
Well, you sent me. We have that breakdown.
Oh, that guy.
We got to shout this dude out.
That guy crushes breakdowns. I wish his Twitter was a better follow. He's just like a Yankees fucking slurper and a Yankees barrage, just like a barrage of Yankees tweets all day, every day. But I followed him for a minute. I unfollowed him. But thankfully,
John Boy.
Yeah, thankfully every time there's a fight, people immediately get his breakdowns out there.
Yeah. Great YouTube video. I posted it on my personal. You sent it to me and Laz. He breaks down the whole lead up to the fight, all the lip reading, as far as what exactly the Reds players were saying to the Pirates. Again, two teams that are not going to make the playoffs. Probably 8,000 people at the Reds game, maybe.
Oh.
Not even.
Yeah.
Not even.
Late July night game.
Cincinnati, the two last place teams in the division. Not many people there, but I got to say, Joe, of all the fights we've seen in baseball in our life, have you ever seen anything like what Amir Garrett did? Because I was thinking back, and I'm sure I'm missing a lot. I can't remember a guy trying to take on a whole team. He literally goes for the whole team.
Yeah, usually you don't. Usually people are charging the mound, so it's like people are going at one guy. You don't often see somebody charge at the dugout. I can't think of anything like it. The closest thing I could remember, like the scene being like, was that Orioles-Yankees fight back in the day.
Yeah.
Where I forget who the tall-ass bird-looking fucking guy in the Yankees was, but like Strawberry was throwing people down the dugout stairs. Armando Benitez was involved. It was like a pretty legit. Like just the scene of it all happening by the dugout steps. Like, that all reminded me of that fight. But, yeah, I've never seen – because you always see somebody charge the mound, or you see somebody go at a batter, or you see, like, the closest you'll get to, like, a multi-person thing is, like, somebody crossing the plate, and then it all happens by the plate while somebody's talking shit. But somebody running to the dugout as the dugout clears, that was some fucking Battle of the Bastards shit. This is like Jon Snow, like, almost took out fucking Gooden up there.
Battle of the Bastards. He's a big.
We need an Amir Garrett, like the entire fucking Pirates team running at him like Game of Thrones style, and him unsheathing his glove.
He's a big guy too, man.
Yeah.
He played, for those who don't know, he played for a couple of years for St. John's.
Yeah.
So I mean, he played Big East basketball. Obviously, he's a great athlete. I
knew Amir Garrett was going to do this. He would do it on the court all the time, just out there banging, bruising, grabbing rebounds. Watch out for that guy's elbows. I got in a little scuffle with him in practice one time. I tried to take him out of a game, and he fought the entire bench. The ladies' team was ready to take the court after for practice. He fought all of them. He was beating up ladies. It was a crazy scene. Crazy scene at the Carnesecca Arena.
Nice little cameo from former St. John's player and former coach, Chris Mullen. I like it, though. Look, as a guy who's
how can you not like it?
As a guy whose team has sucked for a few years now, the Reds have lacked swag, firepower. Look, they're not that good of a team. They're 7 games below 500. They started the season 1-8. So they've literally played 500 balls since that awful start.
Right.
So whatever. It's a tough division. As a guy from Cincinnati, I love it. I'm wearing my Nasty Boys shirt. Look, man, when I was growing up, when you had the Nasty Boys and you had Rob Dibble, Norm Charlton, Randy Myers, those guys had fucking fire in them. And that's why I love seeing this. I love seeing Puig go nuts. That's also why.
I mean, we got to talk about that, too. Puig fighting people for a team he's already been traded from.
It says a lot about him.
Yeah. Do you think he knew he had been traded at that point?
Yeah, I do.
Why didn't they take him out after he'd been traded?
That's what a lot of people were saying.
So weird. That's like, remember God, why am I fucking blanking on the Wilmer Flores? Remember when Wilmer Flores got traded, they put him back out of shortstop, he started crying? Like,
yeah.
Once a guy gets traded, take him out of the game.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up, honestly.
Well, it's fucked up to the Indians.
It's fucked up to everybody.
Yeah.
It's fucked up to Puig. Because, like, maybe he didn't know. He's out there literally fighting people. He's like, I'm not even on this team anymore.
Yeah, but I look at Puig as the type of guy, he's ready to fight.
Yeah, Puig doesn't give a fuck. He, like, in that recap, like, he's calling out Reds guys for not fighting more.
Yeah.
He's like, you fucking pussies.
I mean, we're talking about a guy who, not even joking, left Cuba and was smuggled through basically a drug ring, right? Like a drug cartel.
Yeah.
Smuggled Puig from Cuba up through.
Gotta love Puig.
Obviously, I saw Puig play all those years here, but I'm not a Dodgers fan. This year, I've watched, actually, shout out to Miliano. I have watched more Reds games this year. So thank you for hooking Joe and I up once again with the MLB package. I've watched more Reds games this year than since I lived back in Cincinnati in high school. I have thoroughly enjoyed Puig. Has he been hot and cold? Yeah. Did he start bad? Sure. But the thing about Puig is he brings energy. He's always going to try. He might just go rogue. That's fucking Puig.
Yeah.
But that's why it pains me so much as a Reds fan and for the city to finally see a guy like this on our team, which we've lacked. I mean, when's the last time the Reds had an outfielder with swag?
Yeah.
Eric Davis? I mean, realistically, when's the last time, and I'm sure I'm missing some people, but like a guy who's going to bring that energy to the ballpark that people want to see? It's been years in Cincinnati, and then they trade him.
Yeah.
What do you make of the trade? As an outsider looking in, I've had a few days now to kind of evaluate the trade for Trevor Bauer. I think Trevor Bauer's a nice piece, but they're basically saying his contract ends after 2020. The Reds are basically renting him for the rest of this season and next season for a playoff push.
Kind of weird to me. I don't understand the Trevor Bauer. I don't understand the Indians trading Trevor Bauer. What was behind that? Like, it was just he was on the table the whole time. I get that he's up after next year, but the Indians are currently what? Like, let's like look at their status.
I think they're 2.5 or 3 games out.
Yeah, of
the division.
The division
behind the Twins.
And they're currently are they currently a wild card team? Yeah, they're currently leading the wild card.
He's a good pitcher.
Yeah, I don't really understand that. Like, I guess I didn't understand him being on the block the whole time.
Maybe issues with the team.
Yeah, but
I mean, obviously we saw him chuck the ball.
Right, that was when he was fucking taken out. Like, I get it. He's a lunatic. That, like, the long ESPN article on him this year, like, the guy's a fucking lunatic and whatever. But, like,
you know where he's from?
No.
He's born in North Hollywood.
Really?
Yeah. So
wow.
he's a local Cali kid. He went to UCLA.
I didn't really understand that, but like all in all, I think that deal worked out for kind of everybody.
Yeah.
Except you're in the playoffs, and
you're giving up one of your
starters.
Up
one of your starters. Seems weird to me.
Yeah. Well,
I get maybe addition by subtraction. I guess that's the only answer. But yeah, you gotta be sad Puig's gone. But you got to be happy you got a nice piece. And then the Padres dealing a couple guys in that 3-way deal as well.
Yeah, it just sucks for me, like I said, that you have this guy in Puig who gets people to the ballpark.
Yeah.
Nothing against Joey Votto, and I've been saying this. I love Joey Votto. You're not there to be like, oh, I'm going to see Joey Votto.
And that's the thing about baseball is it takes little shit like that. Like, that's how you change the culture of a team.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the dude, like Garrett fighting everybody. It's like, that's a good thing. Like, I don't know if you saw, like with my Mets this week, 2 things that are like otherwise sort of inconsequential, but totally can change the culture. Pete Alonso writes this long note on his iPhone and screenshots it and puts it up about how they need the fans going down the stretch. And the last thing he puts is hashtag LFGM, which the Mets hashtag is always LGM, let's go Mets.
So let's fucking go Mets.
Let's fucking go Mets. And people are like losing their mind.
Yeah.
And it's like you have this 23-year-old kid who's like on his way to hitting 50 bombs, and he's fucking like, let's fucking go. And then Syndergaard, who's posting I'm staying clip from fucking Wolf of Wall Street. You're like, dude, these are 2 kids,
yeah,
you know, in their early to mid 20s that are like, fucking, we're here to be Mets.
Let's get turned.
And that's the kind of shit that just changes your culture.
Yeah, I agree.
As opposed to guys who are just like, I'm here to play baseball. Like, I'll play here, I'll play there, I'll play wherever. I just want to, like, you know, I just want to do me.
Yeah.
So.
No, I get it. Like, and I also get the trade for Bauer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just pains me.
But you guys have pitched well this year. It's fallen off a lot during the season, but, like, it hasn't been a debacle.
That's what I'm saying. The Reds have given up the second fewest amount of runs in the National League. You're exactly right. They've pitched well, and the Reds are just a weird enigma because if you look at the standings, the Reds plus-minus differential, dude, they're plus 29.
Yeah.
And they have a losing record.
Right.
No one even comes close to that in baseball. To put things in perspective, the Cardinals are tied with the Cubs. They're plus 18.
Yeah.
The Reds have a much better plus-minus differential, and they're 6 games under 500. So, look, dude, moving forward for me, I hope it works out. It sucks to see Puig go. They have a good lineup. They're going to have a good pitching staff on paper. Like, Sonny Gray's had a good year. He made the All-Star team, but you never know with him. Obviously, Castillo's a young star. I like where they are moving forward, but
Now, if you're Puig, do you just embrace the Pedro Serrano thing? You just go full Cuban, Cleveland Indian. You just do you get the goatee? Do you start eating fucking buckets of chicken in the dugout? You get a Joe Boo in your locker? If I'm him, I absolutely do. Just own it.
yeah, I like that. Puig goes from getting smuggled from Cuba, risking his life.
Yeah, poor guy risks his life to get to America, and now he's being passed back and forth across the state of Ohio.
That's what I was going to say.
Fucking sad.
He gets to L.A., great city.
Yeah. He's like, this is what I'm here for. Beanie babies everywhere, hot babies on the beach. This is amazing. And they're like, this is Chile. He's like, no, please, no. No, I did not go to Chile. I want to L.A. Chile. No Chile. L.A. L.A. no Chile. They're like, not Chile, Chile. He's like, please, no.
Yeah. But they needed him. Cleveland needed some help.
Yeah.
As far as in their lineup. So I agree with you. I think it's a good trade all the way around. And let's just get to
and
all
our
the
boy
trades.
Mel Reyes was involved in the three-way trade. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
When we were at fucking spring training and we saw him live and we were like, oh, that guy's 700 feet tall. He's
And
that
you
goddamn
know he had
monster.
Do you know Reyes had a Petco Park tattoo on his chest?
Really?
Yeah.
A Petco Park tattoo.
I think it was something for the Padres.
Wild.
And now might regret that.
Yeah.
Dude's a beast though. Well, the big winner, we all know the big winner of the trade deadline has got to be the Astros.
Yeah. Astros adding Greinke. Fucking wild.
Wild.
Yeah. Good, nice move by them. I picked the Astros to win the World Series at the start of the season because I just felt like it was look, the Red Sox played great last year. They trounced the Astros in that series, but that series came down to a couple of at-bats, a couple of bad calls, a couple that series, in my opinion, Red Sox fans would be like, fuck you, because Red Sox fans are the worst. But I feel like that series still could have gone either way after the first couple games, and I just think that the Astros were too good to it just seemed like, oh, we won the World Series, we have a setback here, we're going to come right back.
Yeah.
And I think that they feel that way too. Their lineup has been stacked for, the better part of this decade. They're young, they're fun, and now this is essentially exactly what they did with Verlander.
Yeah, they're
They're like, we're good, give us an ace down the stretch. Boom, World Series. Now they're just taking that and they're adding Greinke. They're doing the exact same. Greinke being added right now is the exact same move as when they added Verlander.
It is. So this is their projected rotation. Verlander, Garrett Cole, Zach Greinke, Wade Miley, and Aaron Sanchez, who they also got from the Blue Jays.
Who, again, when you think about coming playoff time, he won't even they'll probably start 4 guys.
Sure.
And that could be Sanchez, that could be Miley, I don't know. But those first 3 come playoff time, especially if they go deep, it could end up being those 3, the way the people have pitched the World Series lately, with depth behind them and starters who, whoever takes a game 4.
No one has a deeper rotation at all.
No, I mean, we were talking in the car yesterday. I would say, the Mets adding Stroman and not ending up trading Syndergaard or Wheeler, like a 1-5 starter situation, maybe. But you have veterans with experience in Verlander and Greinke.
Even Wade Miley pitched well for the Brewers last year in the playoffs.
But no one has more. No one has a better playoff pitching staff, starters-wise, than the Astros. No way.
Not even close.
Yeah. Because, again, same thing, like even if – and I'm not counting on it despite Pete Alonso's texts and Noah Syndergaard saying, even if the Mets were a playoff team, you back that rotation up to 3 or 4 guys. Like, you can't touch even Syndergaard, DeGrom, Stroman doesn't touch Cole, Greinke, and Verlander.
The Astros fanboys are out in full force.
Yeah, they should be
on YouTube right now.
They should be
full force.
They should be. I think the Astros are going to win the World Series. I thought the Astros were going to win the World Series prior to the season.
Well, so does the Las Vegas Westgate Sportsbook. These are the current updated World Series odds after yesterday's trades. The Astros are 2-1 to win. The Doyers are 3-1. Yankees 6-1. Braves 9-1. Cubs 14-1. Twins 16-1. Cardinals 18-1. And the Indians 20-1.
I really fucking dropped the ball. I was in Tahoe. I loved the Cardinals when I was in Tahoe were 30-1. They were in like 4th place, 3rd place, whatever.
Never sleep on the Cardinals, man.
And my friend Ian and I were talking about making a baseball futures bet, and we were both like, let's get on that Cardinals at 30-1. This is like where they turn the corner. The second I get in the car to leave Tahoe, and I was like, fuck. I forgot to make that Cardinals bet. And I was literally like, I have a $100 bill in my hand. I was like, am I going back in right now? And I was like, I'm already in the car. The second I leave Tahoe, they fucking win like 11 of their next 12 straight games. They're in fucking first place. They're now down to 18-1. I want to kill myself.
Yeah. Well, we have a question from YouTube. I'll hop into YouTube here today. I already know your answer, but go ahead. Cody Spell asks, do the Astros have the best rotation of all time?
No. I mean, I'd have to, like, really fucking break it down.
What was the Braves during their run?
Yeah, come on. Glavine.
Smoltz, Maddox. Avery.
Avery, yeah. They had, they went through a while where I'm trying to think who was there. There was another 4th. But, like, right there, like, that's
three Hall of Famers.
3 of those guys are in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Sure thing. Like, Smoltz, Glavine, Maddox. Maddox is arguably the greatest pitcher of all time.
Yeah.
Like, arguably. Glavine, Smoltz. Yeah, that was crazy. I'm trying to think who else would be up in that mix. I mean, there was years those Yankees teams.
I was just gonna
say kept adding dudes. Like it was always a mixed bag. Like Key, Clemens, McDowell, Mussina. Like through those years, they kept mixing up like that. Yeah, Pettit. Look, they're up there, but like Verlander, Greinke are 2 guys like. Verlander's a sure thing Hall of Famer. Greinke's not a sure thing Hall of Famer. Garrett Cole has had a great couple years, but
I mean, like
we also haven't seen Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole got added to the Astros last year. Garrett Cole wasn't incredible in the playoffs.
Well, and like you just said, I mean, we're talking,
and we're also talking about Wade Miley.
Yeah, exactly. And again, we're talking Braves. Braves had 3 Hall of Famers. Imagine having to face them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
3 straight games. You have 3 Hall of Famers. Like, off the top of my head, I just don't know who touches that. You don't even have to go beyond 3 guys when you have that type of juice going into the playoffs. So let's go through the trades. A lot of people are.
I mean, Atlanta Braves, Maddox, Glavine, Nagel, Millwood, Smoltz.
Denny Nagel?
Yeah, pretty strong.
Forgot about him.
86 Mets, Gooden, Darling, Fernandez, Ojeda, Aguilera. Braves again, Maddox, Glavine, Avery, Smoltz. Dodgers, Koufax, Drysdale, Sutton, Osteen. Like, now obviously we're going back to, none of us got to watch. But, like, there was also Don't forget the fucking Randy Johnson Schilling. Like
Diamondbacks.
just like right there, Randy Johnson Schilling 1-2 is like that's better than Verlander Greinke.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, and Verlander Greinke is sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Well, a lot of people think the Braves had a very good trade deadline with some of their moves.
Yeah, Braves are doing everything right.
And then the opposite, a lot of people thought the Yankees and Dodgers really didn't do much.
Yeah, the Yankees and the Dodgers were a fucking disaster. I just don't understand either of them. Okay, well, let's start with the Yankees. The Yankees, I get it. They're trying not to be what the Yankees were forever. They've changed their strategy, and they're good because they've had young guys come up through the system. But the Red Sox won the World Series last year. This is the arms race, right? This is the Cold War. This is the Soviet Union and the USA. Like, you're going back and forth. Like, you have to make a move.
Yeah.
And the Dodgers, like, guys, you've lost the World Series every year at this point. Like, it's World Series win or bust. You have to make a move. I just don't understand what the fuck they're doing.
What was that? What would that move have been?
I don't know. Look, I'm not the kind of guy who's like studying fucking farm systems.
Yeah.
You know? But get a reliever. Get a starting pitcher. Get like why is Trevor Bauer on the Reds right now? Why is Zach Greinke on the Astros right now?
Yeah.
Why is Zach Wheeler or Noah Syndergaard still on the Mets? If those guys were on the table, okay, the Mets were asking too much for Syndergaard. And I'm fucking glad the Mets were asking too much for Syndergaard because I'm stoked we still have him. I'm stoked we still have Wheeler. But you don't win World Series unless you make those fucking moves. You might get to the World Series, but you need those guys. Like, why aren't the Dodgers mortgaging a little bit of the future to win
a
the World Series?
Yeah.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah. Do you like them to make it back?
No. No, I don't.
You like Atlanta?
I'm still on this Cardinals team.
Okay.
I like the fucking sleepy Cardinals.
Yeah, at this point, though, you're right. The Dodgers, you've made it to back-to-back World Series. You haven't won one since 1988. Money's not a problem. You're in the second biggest market in the country. You have to mortgage your future.
I understand. Bumgarner is a giant, so
they're not going to trade him to the Dodgers.
They're not going to trade him to the Dodgers, but, like, they're going to trade him to the Dodgers if you fucking make them an offer they can't refuse.
Yeah.
Right? The Dodgers fucked up not by not trading for somebody and those people went elsewhere. Like, okay, Greinke went to the Astros. But the Dodgers fucked up in not trading for guys that didn't end up getting moved.
Yeah.
Also, how is Stroman on the Mets for two, like, mediocre prospects and doesn't go that? I understand the Blue Jays didn't want to trade him to the Yankees because they're a division team. And then the talk was that the Mets were going to try to immediately swing him to the Yankees. And the Yankees were, like, afraid of losing a trade to the Mets, which, again, the same thing is, like, if you're the Yankees, who gives a fuck about the Mets? You have to treat the Mets, and this is coming from arguably one of the world's biggest Mets fans. You have to treat the Mets like, we will do whatever the fuck we want. We'll always be better than you.
Yeah. The Mets are little brother.
Yeah. Like, the Mets are the equivalent of your little brother in that, like, oh, let's race. I'll give you a head start.
Yeah.
You know? So the idea that the Yankees don't try to take Stroman in the Mets trying to get him from Toronto to then move him to and that was the Mets strategy. It's like, we know you're not going to trade him to the Yankees, so we'll take him and then we'll trade him to the Yankees because we don't give a fuck. The idea that the Yankees and the Dodgers aren't on the phone to get Stroman.
if the Dodgers don't win it this year, you have to basically revisit all this stuff, the whole Dave Roberts thing. Do they still have the best record in baseball?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
They're right there. But, like, if you go Astros-Dodgers in a World Series right now, like, the Astros pitching staff urinates on them.
Yeah. It does.
And the other, like, you're talking about Ryu or whatever, like, oh, his season. It's like, that's you're going to take the Ryu and the Cole and you're going to cancel each other out because you don't know what they're going to give you.
In the postseason.
You don't know. Like, they'll be okay. Will they be good? Will they be great? Will they, like, I have a feeling Verlander and Greinke are going to show up.
Sure.
Kershaw, let's say you can count on him showing up, which there's no proof that you can. And Bueller, like, dude, I'm taking the fucking Astros in those first two games. Like, and Vegas would too. Vegas would have those guys at, minus 145.
Well, those are the two best teams right now, record-wise. Dodgers first, Astros second. And we're going to get to see the Astros, Joe.
I'm so fucking stoked.
Coming up here on our Texas trip.
I'm checking 2 more stadiums off the box.
Where could we possibly get those tickets for those Astros and Rangers games?
I actually do not know. Where would we
You
go?
don't know? SeatGeek.
Of course. SeatGeek, the #1 ticket app in all of the land.
That's right, Joe Prano. We're going to be using SeatGeek. DirtBalls, if you want to meet us, we will be going to the Astros and the Rangers games. Let me pull up my calendar here to just verify the dates. We will be in Houston on August 20th. That's a Tuesday. And we will be in Arlington for the Rangers on Monday, August 19th. And we will for sure, 100%, without a doubt, be using SeatGeek to get our tickets. We love SeatGeek. We can see exactly where we're going to sit. They rate each deal on a scale of 1 to 10, which makes it easier to see. And their interactive map will let us know exactly what part of the ballpark we will be sitting. The best part of all this, DirtBall, is if you want to meet us at the game, use SeatGeek. They will give you $10 off on your first SeatGeek purchase. All you need to do is use our promo code. So download the SeatGeek app today and use promo code DIRTY for $10 off on your first purchase. That's promo code DIRTY for $10 off on your first purchase. And if you want to meet us in Amarillo, Texas for the Sod Poodles, send me a DM. They want to know they are hooking DirtBalls up with tickets, access to certain areas. They're really rolling out the red carpet for us. Shout out to Nick Yardley and everybody in the Sod Poodles organization. That will be on August 17th, Saturday night.
So stoked.
So we're going to have some DirtBalls down there.
The Texas League Tour.
We got some fun stuff planned.
Yeah.
There's rumors that I will be putting on the Sod Poodle mascot outfit.
Awesome.
Which I have been told is never washed.
Yeah.
Is the most disgusting thing ever.
I think it's impossible to wash those masks. Like, every time I've ever heard about a mascot outfit or worn one, it's like it stinks like high hell.
Yeah.
And Amarillo in the summer, how the person in there even survives is remarkable.
There's also rumors that we might be doing. There's not rumors. We are doing antics live during the game. They might cut to us testing some food products.
Yeah.
During the game.
Yeah.
We might be live on the radio broadcast.
Wow.
We're going to have access to interviews with all the Sod Poodle players.
All the poodles.
Bless you.
I'm addicted. I'm fucking allergic to excitement.
And also, I'm hoping to get an interview with the manager. The manager of the Sod Poodles he's the infamous manager. Do you remember the minor league manager that went off in the Braves organization? Do you remember this video? Well, I'll send it to you. By the way, looking at temperature, today the high in Amarillo is 96. Tomorrow's high is
the high feels like 140 in the costume.
Tomorrow's high is 100. Friday is 101.
Amarillo keeping it 100.
So I can't wait. We have a whole Texas tour. We're going to be filming the whole thing. Nick D'Alessandro will be following us along with the camera. We're going to have a whole crew. Shout out to CT. He's getting us some rental car. We're going to be driving through the state of Texas. Making it happen, Joe Prano.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Does Shabelli know?
No. Definitely doesn't.
I want to bring him on next week.
Do another Does Your Belly Know?
Do another game of Does Shabelli know?
Does Your Belly Know?
He leaves for school in a couple weeks. He's done with his internship.
Is Shabelli going to be a senior?
I was thinking that. I think he is. He's growing up before our eyes.
Crazy.
Shabelli's going to have a real job soon.
Yeah. Wild.
Can you imagine that?
I wonder if this will be on his resume. They'll be like, he sits down for an interview. They'll be like, talk about the time you thought Conor McGregor was Muhammad Ali. Who did he think he was?
He thought Conor McGregor was Mike Tyson? What the fuck are you talking about? Mike Tyson? Has there been any segment in our podcast history that's given you more enjoyment, also / embarrassment than Does Shabelli know?
I don't think so.
Right?
The time I almost died on the 101 for the Muhammad Ali thing was like insane. I had to pull over.
Yeah. Got to get Aaron back here, too. Aaron's chomping at the bit.
Yeah. Where's old White Claw?
Yeah, he's got an internship.
Old Red Claw.
He's got an internship, so he can only make shows at night. Which, I'll be honest, Aaron, I know you're going to listen to this. Just drop out of law school.
Just drop out of law school for your unpaid internship.
Yeah, sounds like a smart decision.
So that Ruther can shame all of your life choices.
Mostly the White Claw one. He should get a job with them. We give them so much free publicity.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. By the way, I want to bring up last night. Joe, myself, Tug Coker started a new trend, a new ritual.
Sushi Wednesday. That's me like LeBron doing my LeBron.
All you can eat Sushi Wednesday.
It's all you can eat sushi there every night, by the way.
Every night. Is there a time period for that?
3 o'clock to close is the dinner special.
All you can eat.
Pre 3 o'clock, it's $5 cheaper. The lunch special, but I don't think all the rolls are available.
It's about $32 a person.
Yeah.
All you can eat. You get 3 rounds.
Yeah. 3 rounds. You can't order in the next round until you're done with the last round, and everything you order has to be eaten or they charge you for it.
Yeah.
You guys had to do all the work on the third round last night.
So Prano is basically
I was ready to eat more. I was like, I could eat more. My problem was I was like, there's no way I can perform.
You had 2 shows last night.
Yeah.
I'm actually impressed that you did all you can eat sushi and then did 2 shows.
Yeah. That's the only reason I was like, okay, don't go to the max.
Yeah. Because for me,
otherwise I would have gotten a couple more fake crab sticks in that last round.
I can't eat much before going on stage. I always like to eat after performing.
Yeah.
So we went. It was the first time we've done this. And I just want to give you a recap of what happened to me after all-you-can-eat sushi. Like you said, Tug and I had to basically pick up your slack for the third round.
Yeah.
And I'm too cheap. I didn't want to pay for any leftovers. I got home. Bless you.
I told you I'm allergic to excitement.
Yeah, you are. Got home about 10 o'clock. Dude, I was in bed by 10:45. I got home. I shit instantly.
Yeah. But I don't want to get too graphic on the show, but like totally normal bowel movement.
It wasn't normal.
You weren't like, I don't have diarrhea
Yeah, it was a normal bowel movement.
Yeah.
But I was exhausted.
People always worry like, oh, I'm going to eat some bad. You go all you can eat. I'm going to eat some bad fish, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I was exhausted because I think I had so many sushi rolls.
Yeah.
By the way, the sushi burrito, oh, my God. Bomb.
Yeah.
So I will say I got a good night's sleep. I was probably asleep by 11:15. Was up a little past 7 a.m. this morning. Had a nice.
That all you can eat sushi was like sleep.
Had a nice bowel movement in the morning again.
Perfect double taper.
I would love to do it again.
Yeah.
I hope Tug is on board. Tug seemed a little against this whole buffet and all you can eat. He says he's not a fan of that.
Well, I think what was good about last night is I introed you guys.
Yeah.
And you let me kind of handle the ordering out of the gate, and then I did round 2, which was like our cool down round, and then you guys took the ball for that third round. I think the next time we go, it can be more of a team decisions. Like it'll be more ordering as a group, like more group thing.
You really did play the LeBron card.
Yeah.
You were seeing the court. You were calling what type of food we were going to do.
Yeah.
There was a whole strategy.
But, like, even the last round, Tug was like, I need something with a little crunch. Now everybody knows what's available.
Yeah.
They know whatever. Like,
what did we get the last round? We got they have some interesting sushi roll names.
Yeah, you guys got a couple crunch rolls, like a Obamacare roll and like a Clinton's daughter and
the Jessica Alba roll.
Yeah, Jessica Alba roll.
Got that. It was very crunchy. Yeah. And then we ordered the Bernie Sanders roll, and then we had to share it the entire restaurant.
Oh, nice.
It was kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I'd like to go back, though. It's close.
I love that place.
Yeah.
I'm down for a weekly.
Great service, except for water. They do impeccable service, but for some reason they hate giving you water.
And honestly, the thing is, too, if you guys are down for it, I mean, that yesterday we had some discussions, too, we had to have about some different dirty sports things.
Business talk.
Yeah. But the way to go, the real way to go, sushi bar. Sushi bar is always the way to go.
Ah.
Oh, if I go to sushi, doesn't matter how many people I'm with. I prefer to eat at the sushi bar because then you get direct contact with the guys making your sushi.
Yeah.
And you're like, yo, we need water, we need whatever.
Yeah.
They're right there.
Yeah. White people love sushi.
I can't speak for all white people. But I love sushi. I've had sushi twice this week already.
Twice?
Yeah, I had sushi on Monday.
Down in Hermosa?
Yeah, down in Manhattan Beach, right before Poncho's. Sushi on Monday. Not as fun as sushi Wednesday. Am I going to get heat like LeBron got heat for just like doing a like?
Is that what he got heat for?
Yeah.
Well, I think he got heat again because people were basically saying if a white person did that.
Well, he got heat because LeBron gets heat for literally everything.
Yeah, I agree.
LeBron James, arguably the greatest basketball player of all time, in a gym. Every fucking kid in the gym just like throwing basketballs at him, begging him to dunk.
Yeah.
And he dunks, and the internet's like, fucking stealing the fucking spotlight from his son. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
The LeBron heat is wild because people are mad about him being enthusiastic for his son. And you want to say, how many people are deadbeat dads?
Yeah.
How many people are not in their sons' lives in this country? So people are mad for him being excited. It is a weird phenomenon.
I tweeted, and I mean both of the things that I tweeted about. If my son ever catches an alley-oop that went through somebody's legs and thrown it, I'm holding the entire gym at gunpoint so that somebody can make a Leroy Neiman-style portrait, so somebody can paint a portrait of the scene. And then one of the DirtBalls was like, your 14-year-old son. I was like, if my 14-year-old son throws down an alley-oop, I'm burning down the gym so that is the last game that is ever played there, and they put up a memorial in the place.
Yeah. People just hate him. It all comes back, like I said, to me it all comes back to the decision. Like, people can't get over shit. We're in a weird time because I always say America's a forgiving culture. We love the comeback story, but unlike some people, we're just like, no, you don't ever get one. Like, you fucked up once, we hate you forever.
And, like, I remember it was like a couple
cancel
months ago.
culture.
It was a couple months ago. LeBron had like a little shooting contest with a kid. They were like, oh, he almost lost. Like, he was 5 for 5. The kid was 4 for 5. The kid was, like, blogged about how it was, like, the greatest moment of his life. Everybody's like, oh, fucking stealing. It's like, I want to see the person, and by the way, this is the internet for you. I want to see the person where LeBron James is somewhere, and that person's like, please don't fucking shoot the basketball. Like, everybody's a fucking tough guy. Everybody's a fucking hater until that person's right in front of them. And that's like, well, it's LeBron James. I saw LeBron James.
My
I
question.
want to know how many people talk shit to LeBron James in person.
Nobody.
Nobody.
And my question to people who get worked up is, what's the difference between LeBron being excited for his kid than if we walk right outside my door, walk right across the street to the basketball courts here in Venice Beach, and they do dunk contests a fair amount. When they're doing those dunks there, people are going just as nuts. Do you see my point? What's the difference between Venice bystanders going nuts and LeBron going nuts?
And honestly, at this point, if you know anything about AAU basketball culture, that's essentially what it is. It's summer, like, showcase tours. Like, this is not, no one's fucking going like, oh, he's a 5-time AAU champion. Like, it's not about championships. It's not about winning games. Honestly, it's about showcasing these kids. And there's a million highlights of
it's like an and one
people getting dunked on and people like going crazy and running on the court.
It's like an and one tour at this point.
Yeah. Kid in transition goes through his legs, throws an alley-oop. A 14-year-old who's the son of the greatest basketball player of all time dunks it. And LeBron's excited. And people, like, if you're upset about this, you're a fucking loser. Like, the end. You're a loser. You're a loser.
A lot of unhappy people in this world, Joe.
Yeah.
There really is. Now that we're talking NBA, I got a quick story which I saw today on Yahoo. The Clippers, Steve Ballmer, is open to changing the team's name. Have we said this before?
Changing the team's name?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they revealed this week the arena that they want in Inglewood.
Right.
For people who don't know the area, Inglewood is where the Rams' new stadium is going to be. They're building this, massive complex outside of the Rams-Chargers' new stadium in Inglewood. It's where
it's where the Lakers used to play.
Yeah, and as we all know, Inglewood is always up to no good.
Right.
So I don't know if I don't know why that makes me laugh.
Because you're the whitest person of all time.
Inglewood,
as we know, Inglewood is in fact always up to no good.
Never up to good. Although Randy's Donuts, very good.
Yeah.
I've also heard the Forum sing a concert there. Very good. So, in fact, is Inglewood always up to no good? Has it changed? Inglewood, possibly up to no good.
Possibly up to good.
Yeah. That's what I meant to say.
We at Dirty Sports investigate. A Dirty Sports investigates. Is Inglewood truly always up to no good?
I'm Andy Ruther, DSPN.
We sent Aaron Moharis to the streets of Inglewood to find out if they are, in fact, always up to no good.
I'm just picturing Aaron walking around. You know what I want to do, actually?
Aaron twerks with Wolves Moharis, DSPN.
I was thinking about doing this. I want to take the White Claw. I know it won't end. And I was thinking of me and Aaron doing this. I want to take it to non-white people. Now that you bring up Inglewood.
Well, you at one point during the Great White Claw debate, which I was out of town for much of, was like posting like, wait, there's actually a famous White Claw ad that has some black people in it.
Well, no, I stick by my claim that it's only white people drinking this shit. And we could put it to the test. We could go into Inglewood. We could go, I don't know how this works because it's an alcoholic beverage. I don't think you should be going up to random people. But we still probably could because we all know Inglewood's up to no good, so they don't care.
I think White Claw and the spiked seltzer and the non-beer liquor drink phenomenon that's happening is a cultural revolution, and I think many people are enjoying it.
Cultural revolution.
I think it is.
Unbelievable. Well, I think we should find out. We should do a DSPN investigates. But back to my original point, Steve Ballmer, as discussing the new arena in Inglewood, is toying with the idea of not only changing the logo, the colors, and he says perhaps the nickname itself when we move into a new arena. He said we have a once-in-a-lifetime chance to really step our identity up another level. I don't anticipate making a change, but we do have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and that is the kind of thing you somehow do in consultation with your fans. So he is down to explore the idea of changing the Clippers name, which is named after the ships, because they were originally from San Diego.
Yep, Clipper ship.
What do you think about this?
I like Clippers. I like it. I think it's cool. I like it when teams have a name that's not so fucking, standard. It's not an animal. It's not a whatever. So, obviously I'm a Mets, Knicks, Giants fan, so I'm down with it. Like, oh, what are you gonna be? You're gonna be the fucking Panthers. You're gonna be the like. I like Clippers. I also like the red, white, and blue. I think that if they were smart, they would take the opportunity to get the soft blue back involved. I always love the powder blue that was involved, the ocean blue, if you will, that was involved in the old Clippers uniforms. But I also don't love the most recent Clippers logo, like the L and the A and the C in like the all in that one thing. I don't love it. So I would stick with the Clippers. Retro is in. I would make a move back to like a more of a retro style. You're going back to the Forum, right? You're going back to Englewood. That's sort of a return to an area that was once great, fell on hard times, and has become. They're going to make Englewood great again. MIGA, as Ray Lewis would say. I would go for a retro push of the Clippers name and logo, but that's just me.
Yeah. Well, the Clippers are your Mets version to the Lakers as the Yankees.
Yeah.
So, good luck.
Yeah, like the Mets, remove yourself from the black era, get the black out of your uniforms, and get go with that retro look.
Yeah.
Maybe go some pinstripes.
We should maybe get number one diehard Clipper fan to weigh in on this.
Chris Wilde?
Sam Tripoli?
I think it's Chris Wilde since Chris Wilde attends Clippers games.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Your phone is on fire today, Prano.
I know. Sorry.
I think we should do a donation if Prano has this. Could you turn your phone off for a whole episode?
Sure.
For donations?
Yeah. I absolutely could. It's a busy time in my life, I've got a lot going on, but everybody has a price.
What if I just said, "Can you please turn your phone off"?
No, that won't. That's not that's not a high enough price. Everybody has a price. Everybody has a price, and mine is higher than.
Fuck you, Ruther.
Please.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna get the DirtBall calls here in a minute, but Hard Knocks starts next week. Is there any?
What is it? Does it start this coming Sunday?
I think they drop on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays, right?
Is there anything you're excited to see most?
Fucking my boy Gruden.
The whole thing.
I love Gruden.
Yeah.
I've always loved Gruden. I'm a Gruden guy. Gruden made a ton of moves last year. He's trying to change the culture of the Raiders. I am all about just seeing Gruden be Gruden.
Yeah.
I love Gruden's quarterback camp. I love Gruden in the booth. I'm a Gruden fan. I'm a John Gruden fan. Give me all the Gruden.
So we got a supposedly healthy Derek Carr.
And nothing shows a coach's personality more than how they handle training camp, right?
Yeah. We learned a lot about Hugh Jackson.
Yeah.
Last year. We learned that he sucked.
Yeah, we already knew they sucked, but we confirmed.
Are the Raiders going to be the new, they're going to be good this year?
Yeah, everybody. That happens with Hard Knocks every year.
They got some pieces though they picked up, so they could be all right.
They're not going to be all right. They'll be I can usually judge how a team's going to be based on Hard Knocks and the team's reaction to Hard Knocks. Everybody, I tend to do the opposite of the public. I tend to be a seller of Hard Knocks teams instead of a buyer. But I'm interested to see. The Raiders aren't going to be a playoff team this year. The Raiders aren't going to be decent. But that will kind of be what I am determining in watching the Raiders. I will be watching the Raiders on Hard Knocks trying to figure out, can they win 7 games?
Oh, I was just going to look that up.
I bet you their over-under is 4.
I was going to say
4.5.
I would bet it would be 6.
No way it's that high. In division with the fucking Chiefs and the Chargers?
Okay, this is updated 18 hours ago. The win totals for
4.5.
Where are we at here? This is in no order.
Doritos. It's probably in order of wins, right?
I'm right. The over-under is at 6
Wow.
at -110. They won 4 games last year.
Tough division.
Tough division.
I'm going to be watching Hard Knocks to determine over or under. Right now, I'm pounding the under.
Pounding the under.
I'm going 5. It's just tough, too tough a division.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I feel you. It is going to be tough. You got Broncos are, I'll be decent. Obviously, Chiefs, great. Chargers won 12 games last year. Yeah, very tough division. Well, Joe, when I'm watching Hard Knocks, I will be watching them in my comfortable and chill boy boxers.
yeah, chill boys.
Look at these things.
Look at them. I've worn them.
Nice and
Have you worn these already?
no, I
Okay.
washed these. That's why I'm smelling them. Nice and soft. Oh, I love these. My blue pair, my black pair. I just washed these. We got. Is that weird that I'm smelling them? Kind of
Yeah,
a little weird.
it is. I'm not going to smell them.
We have more coming this week. I have some great things to announce with Chill Boys. The first thing I want to say is DirtBalls. I love wearing these. They fit so nice. Bamboo. They got some of that great bamboo material.
The bamboo is super soft.
And what's great
Bamboo has become my favorite fabric.
it's become mine too.
Multiple of our fantastic sponsors use bamboo.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's so soft.
So soft. And the summer is officially here. It took a minute. The sun is here. I need that softness on my junk.
I'm looking forward to wearing these chill boys in Amarillo and keeping my boys chill, if you know what I mean.
That's right, guys. Best of all, guys, if you want to get a great deal with Chill Boys, you can use promo code DIRTY20. That's DIRTY 20 for 20% off at chillboys.com. Gives you 20% off on your first order. Once again, that's DIRTY20, DIRTY 20 to save 20% at chillboys.com. And I got something even better, which I'm about to spring on the DirtBall fam. They're doing a giveaway. To enter the Chill Boys contest giveaway, which will be selected 7 days from today, they'll be giving away 2 pairs of the Chill Boy boxers. As Prino is showing them on YouTube right now. For a chance to win, Joe, this is the only thing they need to do. They need to follow Chill Boys on Instagram and tag 2 of their friends. And that's at Chill Boys, CHILL Boys. And tag 2 of their friends. And you also need to follow Dirty Sports on Instagram at The Dirty Sports. And a lot of you guys are probably already following us at The Dirty Sports. So follow at The Dirty Sports and follow at Chill Boys and tag 2 of your friends for entering to win.
Now, where do you tag them? Just like under one of their posts?
Yeah. And just make sure you're following them. Under one of their posts, or you could create your own post, but it's probably easiest to do under one of their posts. So do that for a chance to win some of these soft Chill Boys.
So chill. So boys. So chill boys. Keep your boys chill. Chill boys.
And this is coming from No Chill,
Yeah.
the most chill of the Chill Boys.
When I wear my chill boys, I'm not no chill. I'm so chill. Joey So Chill Prano.
So enter the contest and also get that 20% off. Once again, what was that? At Dirty20 at chillboys.com. Okay.
Speaking of no chill, shout out to, God, I'm blanking on his name. The guy who came out to the West Side Comedy Theater, DirtBall came out to the West Side Comedy Theater for a show last night. He had considered yelling no chill as I took the stage, but thought better of it, and I appreciate that. So, fuck, I'm so bad that I forget his name.
Is he in town visiting?
Yeah.
I believe I know who it is.
David?
Because he asked me if I had shows, and I told him that I was jumping on a show with you tonight.
Yeah.
In
Huntington.
In Huntington. I'll find it.
But he's staying in Venice. I know that. He's staying very close to Savage Town. I gave him some Venice things to do. And I said, hit up Ruther over the weekend, you know. there's always the potential when the sun is shining like it has been in Los Angeles.
Lucas.
That as the weekend arrives, beachside, pool, volleyball, and White Claws.
Oh, no White Claws allowed.
I love that you're like anti-White Claws because it's like too much of a white person thing. Meanwhile, you spend your weekend playing pool volleyball.
Yeah, I am
pool
a white
volleyball
person.
and White Claws is like peak whiteness.
Well, I agree. It's not that the whiteness is what turns me off from White Claw. We're not going down. God, I do this all the time.
Yeah.
We did it again last night with Tug at
If you're
dinner.
going to play volleyball, just play volleyball. This pool volleyball, what is this? It's like volleyball light. It's the White Claw of volleyballs.
I'm down for both, as you know. Real volleyball and pool volleyball. Okay, let's get to the DirtBall calls, Prano. Dirtball calls.
Yeah.
Dirtball calls. Dirtball calls. We got the dirtball calls. Okay, first up, what do we got? What do we got on the board? This one's been sitting. You want me to get one that's been sitting here for a long time?
Yes.
Let's get to it.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Andy. It's Caden from Kalamazoo, Michigan. This is my third and final call. I fucked up on the first one for sure and the second one probably.
Classic.
I just wanted to say I'm fucking sick and tired of the media disrespecting Richard Incognito. He wanted to cut off his dead father's head, but you know what? It was in the name of science, and all the headlines I've been reading today have failed to say that. I also want to say I'll put 40 large ones on the Philadelphia 76ers of Philadelphia to go to the NBA Finals this year. Fuck Giannis. He can't fucking shoot. So they'll beat him. I also want to say condoms are for Jay Buckets, a.k.a. Jonathan Meyer. All right. Have a good one, boys.
Oh, shouting out his boy for condoms are for, it sounds like.
I actually, respected his Philadelphia 76ers thing right up until he said, fuck Giannis, he can't shoot. You just maxed out Ben Simmons, who has never made an NBA jump shot.
Good point.
So that was a great call. The Richie Incognito thing was funny, but you served yourself a giant L as a Philadelphia Sixers fan. When you can't even mention somebody not being able to shoot. You're just not allowed to. You're not allowed to criticize somebody not being able to shoot. It's like OJ walking around being like, I don't like that guy, kind of violent.
Did you see?
You murdered your wife and a waiter.
OJ's hot takes, by the way.
I unfollowed OJ
No,
on Twitter now.
why?
Yeah,
He doesn't even tweet that much, Joe.
He's not even doing hot takes. He
barely tweets.
He's just trying to make headlines.
He barely tweets.
Yeah.
He had an 18-second video last night talking about the Democratic debate.
Yeah.
He's not even tweeting now. I think that's kind of disrespectful.
Unfollowed.
Juice.
OJ.
I've
unfollowed you, sir. Please don't murder me.
I'll never unfollow OJ. The offer still stands, OJ. By the way, I noticed OJ follows Twitter verified and also Twitter support. It is interesting. How is he not verified?
Yeah. I guess they just want to stay out of verifying murderers.
But we all know it's O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
Just verify the guy. Because if that's the case, then don't give him a Twitter account. Either don't give him a Twitter account or verify him.
Right. I agree. I mean, there are murderers. Ray Lewis is verified, isn't he?
That's a good point.
Hillary Clinton's verified.
Shots fired. Who's going to get verified first, me or O.J. Simpson?
OJ.
If O.J. kills me, I bet I will. What's the word? Post. Like when somebody dies, posthumously? How do you say it?
Posthumously? I thought you were talking about post-mortem.
Posthumously?
Yeah.
Get verified? Okay, let's get to another call.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Andy. Ethan here from State Callers, #1 half DirtBaller. And I'm calling back again because my last call was a little distracted. But I just finished listening to the Joe Prano Kobe Bryant Shot Challenge on SoundCloud. And it got me thinking about, players who are kind of similar to Kobe, and if we could ever see potentially something like that again. And so I started to think about Carmelo Anthony, and then I see on Twitter that his trainer, Chris Brickley, is claiming that Carmelo is still better than 70% of the NBA today. And he thinks that Carmelo Anthony should be signed by a team so he can get a farewell tour, basically, and get treated like Dwayne Wade, I think is what he said. And so, hypothetically, there's a good chance it won't happen. But if it were to happen, could we expect to have a Joe Prano, Carmelo Anthony shot challenge next year for Carmelo Anthony's final NBA game? That's all I have, guys. Condoms are for Joe Bartnick and Sam Tripoli.
Double condoms.
So the Carmelo, the claim that Carmelo Anthony is better than 70% of the NBA isn't that wild. The problem has never been Carmelo Anthony's talent. It's Carmelo Anthony is a fucking selfish piece of shit who refuses to change his game at all, despite the fact that his game does not fit the modern NBA, and despite the fact that people hate playing with him, and despite the fact that his style of play has never been led to team success, literally ever. So I don't think Carmelo's talent or ability has ever been in question here. And I think the reason that Carmelo won't get another shot in the NBA, won't get a farewell tour, is there's never been a sign that Carmelo Anthony is willing to change at all to stay in the rotation, to stay on a roster, to stay in the league. And that's why no one will sign him, because no team wants to bring in somebody who plays that style of basketball. And honestly, as much as I hate Kobe Bryant, I have some semblance of respect for Kobe Bryant, and that's why I was willing to do the Kobe Bryant shot challenge. Also, I knew Kobe Bryant would take 50 shots and that I would put my life on the line. But I have no respect for Carmelo Anthony and won't dignify the end of his career by doing a shot challenge.
And for anybody who is not familiar, because, dude, we're talking at this point 2+ years ago, right?
Yeah.
Was it 2016?
Yeah.
So 3+ years ago.
Yeah. April 2016, right?
Joe took a shot every time Kobe took a shot. God, I wish we were doing YouTube back then. We were live on a thing called...
Me puking into the orange bucket that had a crack in the bottom?
Oh, my God. We were live on something called Rabble. My apartment was... The Smut Studio was completely different.
Couch was that way. TV over here. Everything was that same puke beige that you had, that you were rocking. It was this couch then, though, right?
It was this couch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Joe did a feat unlike any man ever done before.
Yep.
It's available on SoundCloud. The Joe Prano Kobe Bryant Shot Challenge.
It's not available on
iTunes only goes back 250 episodes.
Got it.
And I believe Spotify the same way. So if you want that, you can go on SoundCloud. All right, let's get to some more calls.
What's up, fellas? This is Jew. I just want to call about the demise of baseball. Baseball growing up was my favorite sport. I remember, like, Sunday Night Baseball, Joe Morgan, and the fucking fat white guy, I forget his name. But it was just, like, always, like, the best. It was like, wait for it. Now, you get your own team. You can watch them every game. But I feel like there's, like, specific aspects of baseball that are just fucking making it so miserable to watch. And number one, now with the trade deadline here any day, I hate to be a self-hating white man like Andy Ruther, but these fucking cheddar dick white dudes, the Buster Olneys or fucking Jeff Passan, they are the most fucking annoying people in the world. They're so fucking annoying. All they talk about is fucking analytics and, like, I get analytics, whatever, but Tim Kirchin, you can never hear him speak without him talking about players who played when black people weren't in baseball. And then the one black guy he always talks about is Hank Aaron. It's like, everything is always fucking super outdated. So that's, for me, topic number one. So maybe next week I'll call in and give another reason why, but fucking dorky-ass white people. So next time for Juno.
Juno. Is he trying? Wait, is he trying to produce his own segment on the show?
I don't know.
Well, first of all, Jew boy or whatever you go as. If you keep breaking the 60-second rule, you're not going to have a segment.
Dorky ass white boys ruining dirtball calls.
I have to agree with him. It's funny that he says that. I was literally thinking that. So yesterday I had, obviously, I had the two TVs going. I had MLB Network and I had ESPN. The guys on ESPN are without doubt the worst compared to MLB Network. The guys on ESPN, this Jeffrey Passan guy, who is the ultimate cheddar dick. He is an advocate of the Nets. He's one of those people. Is the biggest fucking dork. I didn't see much FaceTime with him until I started watching the Deadline stuff. He is the biggest nerd. He should not be on TV. He should not be discussing a sport. Plain and simple.
I don't know why anybody would think that this is new. Baseball has a long and storied history of being one type of person on the field and one type of person that covers the sport.
Peter Gammon's Diamond Notes?
Yeah, everybody, like, baseball is a very particular game because there's people who played, and then there's every kid who went to a ball game with their dad and learned to keep score and started being a stat nerd and started fucking, writing little stories and writing fucking things about baseball. And, like, if you look at every baseball writer, they've always been the biggest fucking dorks of all time. Basketball has embraced NBA Twitter. Basketball has embraced, the blogosphere and cool people being involved and fucking memes and all this shit. And football is weird too. It can be weird too, but like football at least embraces like the former player. I was just talking about this last night. I can't think of one single broadcast team in all of NFL coverage that doesn't have a former player on it. None of them just do like the like the color guy and the broadcast guy. Like none of them. So many baseball ones do. It's always been dork culture. It's always been the MLB writers, the Mike Lupicas, the Peter Gammons, the Tim Kirchens, guys who have just never held a fucking like they played Little League, they hit the ball, it fucking made their hands hurt, and then they like quit playing baseball forever, and they're like, I'm just gonna write about it. I like it, it's such a numbers game. So the idea that anybody would get upset that baseball that has always been ruined. I mean, Pete Rose, Barry Bonds, Shoeless Joe, like all of the people, all the fucking dorky people over the years who have fucking kept these guys out of the Hall of Fame that have fucking been like, he was mean to me. He put me in a locker. I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame. He put me in a toilet and flushed it.
He didn't give me an interview after the Giants games.
He told me I was a cuck. You are a fucking cuck.
Pete Rose fucked my 14-year-old sister.
Yeah. Because Pete Rose is a savage and you're a cuck. He was never worried. Pete Rose is 5'8", was never worried about you doing anything about it.
Yeah, you are right. And there is a lot of something to the nostalgia.
MLB doesn't let you fucking tweet their shit, put up gifs of their shit. They specifically try to keep it as fucking Dorkville, USA.
And that's what we're seeing that's exactly what we're seeing with this whole net debacle.
Yeah.
Is the Jeffrey Passans of the world, the complete and utter fucking dorks. You're a fucking dork, dude. Walk into my apartment, I'll say it to your face. You are a fucking dork. You are an advocate for nets when you're caring more about the safety of the game. There's no safety. Just get off your fucking phone. You're too busy tweeting about shit to pay attention to the damn game. It's a sad state. It really is.
It's always been the state of baseball. This is something that baseball has always been one of the reasons that baseball never connects with like the masses since color TV and fucking social media.
Well, you have a good point. You really do.
No one's asking a fun question in the locker room. No one's
Yeah.
fucking having a fun interview. No one's doing whatever because it's just fucking dorky white guys being like, "He got hit with a pie. This is wild. I've got whipped cream on my shirt."
There's no. Let me put it this way, guys. There's no Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal's, Kenny Smiths like they have in basketball. There's no Deion Sanders, Shannon Sharps. You know those type of characters that they have in football. You really don't have that. And even take ESPN's broadcast. I was watching last night's Cardinals-Cubs game. Even that crew, which last night, the former player is Dave Ross. Nice guy. He's a dorky catcher. But it's like there's not much personality there.
That's why when the Mets have fucking Hernandez and Darling on simultaneously, it truly is, and this is coming from a Mets fan I know, but it's truly one of the great broadcast teams of all time when both of them are there because they're both fucking 86 Met big swinging dicks that don't care what anybody thinks because they're like, was your team cooler than our championship team? No? Fuck off.
Yeah.
And they're like not afraid to say shit, and they're not afraid to act like fucking pimps, and that's why they're awesome because they have fucking swagger.
Yeah.
For basically two white guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. That is a problem with baseball. I can remember
Make baseball swaggy for once.
I can remember as a kid. I'm not even making this. You actually bringing up Peter Gammons just brought me back to this. I can remember as a kid, like 3rd or 4th grade, me and my buddy. I don't even know why we were doing this. We were in art class, and we couldn't stop laughing, making fun of Peter. I was 9 years old. We were just riffing back and forth, making fun of Peter Gammons, ESPN's Diamond Notes. At age 9,
Yeah.
I knew he was a dork.
That's why when you get into the postseason, we get like, I don't think Big Poppy's going to be there this year, or maybe who will, who knows. But like Pedro and Poppy and Frank Thomas and Pete Rose, like
Gary
the last couple of years,
Sheffield.
like there's finally you get some personality.
Yeah, exactly. Those are the calls for this week. The hotline is 310-359-8365. Shout out to all the dirtballs for the calls. And drop us a question.
Yeah, I want to do a double push here for the dirtball calls. We are in the doldrums of summer. Hard Knocks is starting, but we're still over a month away from the start of NFL season. You know, this is the dog days, guys. This is where we are doing the podcast version of living inside of a sod poodle's costume in Texas in August. Like, the struggle is real. I know I've been away for a couple weeks. Andy has been, fighting through with the help of other white guys like Andy Lazarus and Tug Coker and the great White Claw debates. But we need some action. So, think outside the box, get swaggy, give us some phone calls. Dirtball calls could truly be something that helps us get through the next month before NFL starts. I am looking to you, Dirtball fam, to provide us with great questions so that we can provide you with great content. Make August fun again.
310-359-8365.
AFA.
And come see Joe. Come see me if you guys are out and about. DMs are open at Andy Ruther, at The Dirty Sports, all on Twitter and Instagram. Again, do that contest if you want to possibly qualify for a couple pair of free underwear.
Chill, boys.
Joe Prano.
At Joe Prano on Instagram. Please give me a follow at Fix Your Life on Twitter. JoePrano.com for shows. Shows are mostly around L.A. for the next couple weeks before I am in La Jolla at the Comedy Store with my dear, dear friend Eddie Ift the first weekend in September. Probably my second favorite location to go for shows besides Tahoe, although the shows are always better. The shows in La Jolla are always sick. Eddie and I always surf. We we go out at the beach there. It's a fantastic time. So if you're in Southern California, San Diego area, get on the Comedy Store website right now and get some tickets to see us in La Jolla.
Word. And again, if you want to see us in Texas, let me know or DM me about Amarillo so you can get on that list to get tickets for the game. All right, Dirtballs, that is the show. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great weekend. Like Joe said, drop us a call. Make Dirtball calls great again. All right, Prano, let's do it. Let's wrap it up. I know you got a slides to do, so let's finish this up. Dirtballs, thanks for the support, and most importantly, stay dirty.